Hi everyone, it's me Jo, and today I'm bringing you an extra special vlog tutorial. I'm showing you exactly how I've done this makeup look today, and instead of my usual smoky browns, I wanted to do a matte and grey smoky eye. Still hitting the points in my crease that I think makes my eyes look the best, trying to get my words out. Also with a kohl pencil, which I rarely do because I think it makes my eyes look smaller, but I thought I will do it for you guys. You guys have requested a change up, so here I am, changed up. Alongside this makeup look, I've completed this whole thing using the incredible Artis brush range. These are the mirror range that they've launched, and you've probably seen them, you've probably seen the press about them. I'm actually going to be showing you today how each of these brushes kind of work step by step to complete a basic face. So I've gone through the contour, I've gone through the brows, I've gone through the eye makeup, I've done some work in the face. I haven't done loads of contour. I also applied lipstick and I changed it up because I went red and I went pink, and I was like, I think nude works a little bit better with this kind of eye. Alright guys, well thank you so much, and please, whoops, I'm dropping all my brushes. Alright guys, well I'm definitely going to be doing some more vlog tutorials throughout this week because I know you guys love watching those videos. They've been super popular. Probably one of my most popular series last year. So I hope you enjoyed this. Super fun, super privileged to be doing this, and enjoy. So I'm actually starting with a clean face today. I've actually gone in with moisturiser and my regular daily cleanser at the moment, which you can find all about on my channel before. But now we're going to go in with the makeup, and I want to start out with the base because I want to get the base done first, all the foundations laid in, and then we can build up on top. I'm going to be grabbing the Artis brush Oval 8. Now there's one that's slightly bigger than this, but I'm going to use that one a little bit later. I just want to go in with this one because it's a nice size for the whole face, and I think it works quite well for this application. Now I'm grabbing a CC cream by It Cosmetics. I'll put all links of the products I use below. So I'm actually just going to apply it by patting into the brush. Now I guess depending on how much you want this to be blended in, you can go in and really work this into the corners of the face. But that feels pretty much good to me. I'm just going to take this quickly on the shoulders. If you can see close up, you can pretty much see that there's no streaking. That's kind of crazy how fast that was. So I'm going to grab some under eye concealer. It's just the It Cosmetics concealer in white. I'm using the Oval 3 brush, which is just a gorgeous little brush that could be used for multiple of things. But I like the shape of it for the under eye. And I'm just going to go in now, and normally when you apply a product with a conventional brush, because of the way the fibres are arranged and the density of them, these are actually designed with a fibre made in America called Cosmic Fibre, and it's synthetic and completely cruelty and animal free. So if any of you guys have allergies to animal hairs like I do, sometimes some brushes can irritate the skin. These don't, but they also are packed in a way that makes it so you start off with one amount and you can drag it across the face back and forward, and you wouldn't need to fade out and then reapply. It maintains the product in the brush. So it's kind of amazing because like normally I would go back in and then reapply from there and go back in, if you know what I mean. But with this, it just kind of works. It doesn't seem to be changing the opacity. It holds onto the product very well. I'm actually going to take this just against my nose contour in my kind of signature contour style, and just blend into the eye crease. I really want to take it just under the eye as well because that will help us with some eye makeup later. I want to just conceal anything that might be comparable to a spot. I have a little bit of redness here, so I'm going to just apply it there, and I have a couple of freckles that I want to just hide in a little bit more. It's kind of comparable to using a sponge and a brush at the same time. It's kind of ingenious. I'm going to be using a slightly deeper version of that concealer in tan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of contour work just to give some colour to my face. I'm going to be using the Oval Brush 6. And I'm just going to use this to apply a concealer in a deeper shade, just around the perimeter of the face. So I have my colour in the face and it doesn't look so flat. I love how seamless this kind of feels. You don't get that streak that you do with a conventional brush. Normally I don't contour this area because I think it gives a harsh effect on a male face, but I think because this blend kind of looks more airbrushed, I'm actually going to go ahead with it, and I quite like the effect of that. I'm going to be using the larger oval brush just to apply powder. I'm actually using my hand to work this into the brush so it's an even amount of powder all over. I'm actually using and taking advantage of the shape of the edge just to get into the crevices of the under eye and the eyelid. I tried this earlier, it works really well. So part of the Artis range, they actually come with this incredible new system, which is a cleaning system, and this is the product that I think every makeup artist really needs in their life. What this actually does is, with powder products, you just rub it against the cloth and it takes all the powder products off. Because of the density of the brushes and the way it's packed into the actual brush, it just sits in the top layer of the brushes. So you can swap from one colour to the other colour, which I'll show you in a bit. But what I do with emollient products, because I want to use this brush again for some blush now, is it comes with this Artis brush cleaner. You foam it on like so, rub it into the microfiber cloth like so, and you have a clean brush. The brush cleaner especially works brilliantly with emollient and liquid products, but you can use it with powder products if it's really stubborn. But you really don't need to, as I'll show you in a bit. I'm kind of blown away by this. I think it's a bit crazy. There is some witchcraft going on in here, which I love. But I'm going to go now into the blush. I'm grabbing this kind of metallic-y blush by Vivo. It's just a nice subtle colour. Grabbing it with the product, taking a little bit off on the back of my hand, because it's best to use the back of the hand as a palette of sorts. I'm just going into the cheekbone area and really stroking this onto the cheek. I'm grabbing the cleaning system and just clean. Witchcraft. Absolute magic. So normally I would actually use a concealer with a number of colours just to make the blend flawless, but I'm actually going to go in with a face powder in NW40, which is quite a bit darker than my skin tone, as you can see. Just going to grab the brush again that I've been using, and I want to just add a little bit of contour. So I'm going to start at the back of the cheek, and as you can see, it's got an even distribution of colour. So even though I've swapped cheeks, we've got the same amount of product on both. Now I'm going to go into the temple area again. I'm just going to apply this as, I guess you've seen people use a liquid product. Just again, just in the back of the jawbone. And then blend into the area. So I didn't even need to use a transitional colour for this. We could go in with our deeps straight away. Let's go in with the brows now. I'm going to be grabbing the Linear Brush 1, which is the smaller, finer brush, which I quite like. I'm just going to grab a neutral grey. I'm going to use a MAC colour. And I'm just going to pick up some colour into the brush. Again, I'm going to just take it off on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to start defining the brows. Just work into the sparser areas of the brow. I'm actually going to go in with concealer with the same brush. So I'm just cleaning my brush again. Grabbing some of that concealer I used earlier. I'm just going to go right underneath. I'm going to be using the Suva colour palette. I'm just going to grab in their white. I'm using the circle one, and I'm using the flat version of this. And I just really want to get into the eyelid shape. I'm using a grey by MAC, and I'm using the round head version of that brush. And I just want to place it into the socket line. Now I'm going to rotate between the two just to really get that intensity right in this colour. And we really want to keep it kind of in the outside of the eye to bring our eye up and out. I'm just going to take that into the lid as well. I've got the basis in now, so I'm going to go in with some black and very lightly just tap this into the outer half of the eye. I also like the fact that sometimes when I go back in with the blending side of this with the flat head, it kind of feels like you erase any of the flaws in the blending as well, which I quite like about this kind of style of brush. I'm using the Linear 3, and I'm going to grab my grey colour again. I'm just going to connect up. I like quite a tall eye, so I'm using the bigger Linear, but obviously the smaller one will be cuter for more of a tighter eye effect. I'm just grabbing this pencil and lining my waterline now I've done my eyes. I really want to just do a full kohl pencil look because I never wear kohl, and this colour is by Illamasqua and it's just a black brown colour. So in we go. I'm actually going to just do a little bit of eyeliner in a black. I'm just using a pen liner by Jan Queener, and I really just want to create a straight black line. I'm actually going to go in with a colour by Aegis Derma Skincare, and it's their lip pencil, and they're super cute. They're really vitamin packed and gorge. This is colour Persimmon, and I want to just go straight over the top of this. I'm going to be grabbing this colour by MAC. It's just a very kind of peachy, gorgeous colour. And I'm going to be taking this brush, which is the round circle 1 brush with a flat top. This is kind of perfect for lips because it's so packed that it keeps its shape. And the more I kind of thought about it when I was doing it earlier, it was like, it kind of feels like the shape of a lipstick, do you know what I mean? Where it's like, it's got that flat top to it. So to show you how easy it is to clean the emollients, I'm going to squirt some of the foam. And with our brush with the lipstick on, magic. Some demons have come up with this, I can tell. So I've switched it up again. I've done more of a night beigey. A night beige? I've done more of a beige look. I've used Coquette by Lancome. I have a feeling you guys will probably like the paler lip best, but you might like all of them. But anyway, I've shown you a few. Alright everyone, well this is the finished look. I've added a little bit more hair in the side of my hair because I thought, let's make it a little bit more asymmetric for camera. All the products that I've used and the hair will be in the description below, as well as a link to Artis Brush, their website, where you can check all their story out, the history of their brushes, all about the technology behind them, and also some how-to videos that they've done themselves. Alright everyone, well thank you so much for watching this video. It was such a privilege. It was so much fun to show you guys how to actually apply makeup with the Artis brushes. They are insane. I'm so impressed with them. Please check them out on their website below. They have all their story, their history and the technology behind them all on there, and as well as their own how-to videos, which are brilliant. Also check out their cleaning kit because I think that's brilliant for everyone regardless of these brushes or not. That cleaning system is genius. Click here to subscribe on the big smiley face. My podcast can be found on SoundCloud below, which is also my Do It With My Best Friend, and also my last video will be here. Alright guys, thank you so much and I'll see you in my next video.